War. The ultimate sign that humanity still hasn't figured out how to use conflict resolution skills. Usually wars happen over power, land, or resources. But sometimes they happen over things so stupid, you start wondering if history was written by a bunch of drunk toddlers. 1. The War of the Golden Stool. 1900, Britain versus the Ashanti Empire. Let's talk about the time Britain decided to go to war because they wanted to sit on a fancy chair. Because, you know, colonialism. In 1900, British officials in the Ashanti Empire, modern-day Ghana, demanded that the Ashanti hand over their most sacred artifact, the Golden Stool. Now, to the British, this was just a really nice gold-plated seat. But to the Ashanti, it was the literal soul of their kingdom. So when a British governor demanded to sit on it, the Ashanti basically said, "You want to sit? Sit on this." Thus began the War of the Golden Stool. The Ashanti fought fiercely to protect their sacred artifact, and despite the British having guns, cannons, and colonial arrogance, they never found the stool. In the end, the British took control of the Ashanti region, but they never got the stool. So the Ashanti technically won the war by just playing an epic game of hide-and-seek. Moral of the story? If you ever find yourself in a foreign country, maybe don't demand to sit on their sacred artifacts. 2. The Pastry War. 1838, France versus Mexico. War over stools was dumb. But how about war over pastries? In 1838, a French pastry chef in Mexico claimed Mexican officers wrecked his bakery. He demanded 600,000 pesos. Mexico laughed. So the baker complained to the King of France, who said, "You know what? Let's go to war." France blockaded Mexico, crushed their navy, and occupied a city over one guy's croissants. In the end, Mexico paid up, meaning this baker won a war with a complaint letter. 3. The War of the Oaken Cask. 1806, Germany. Bavaria versus Austria. Europe loves fighting over dumb things. In 1806, Bavaria and Austria went to war over beer. One night, Austrian troops borrowed a Bavarian beer cask. Bavaria, instead of shrugging it off, declared war. And by war, I mean a tiny skirmish where no one died, but Bavaria got their barrel back. Moral of the story? Never ever mess with Bavarian beer. What did we learn today? 1. If someone asks to sit on your sacred stool, just say no. 2. If you're a baker, you can start a war with a complaint letter. 3. And never steal beer from Bavaria unless you want to lose. And look dumb doing it. At this rate, the next great war might start over. Pineapple on pizza.